Thank you to the Arlington High School Band, led by Mr. Chris Eldred, Director. Good evening, students, staff, families, and friends. Welcome to the 2015 Arlington High School Commencement Ceremony. My name is Betsy Schmeckel, yay! And I have the honor to serve as the principal at Arlington High School. One of the privileges that I have as principal is to open and close the commencement ceremony. It is most rewarding for any parent or educator to see the day when their students move on in their lives to meet greater challenges and achieve their dreams. Today is that kind of day for all of the staff and parents at Arlington High School, including me. I want to remind everyone that this is a dignified ceremony during which each graduate will be recognized for his or her accomplishment. For this reason, it is important to the parents, family, and friends of that student to be able to hear each name announced and to see that student walk across the stage. Audience, please look around, be aware, be sensitive, and show respect to those around you. Thank you ahead of time for being considerate and respectful throughout the ceremony. This evening's ceremony ends with a recessional where students will be escorted off the field to the open field on my right. A reunion area provided for family, friends, and students. Please plan on meeting your student in that area after they recess. At this time, it is my privilege to introduce to you Arlington High School's Air Force Junior ROTC Color Guard under the direction of Lieutenant Colonel Kelly McPeters and Master Sergeant Johnny Hillary for the presentation of colors, after which Arlington Chamber Singers will sing our national anthem with soloists. Please stand.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that
Please be seated. I would like to introduce several guests whose presence is a testament to their ongoing support of our students. First, I'd like to welcome RUSD Board of Education Vice President, Mr. Tom Hunt, and Riverside Unified School District's Chief Academic Officer, Mrs. Lynn Carmen Day. Also joining me on the stage are the elementary and middle school principals whose students will eventually attend Arlington High School, and for some, whose former students are graduating today. Thank you for joining us tonight. Mr. Raul Ayala from Shamawa, Mr. Sean Curtin from Earhart Middle School, Mrs. Lynn Ennis from Jackson Elementary School, Mrs. Jamelia Oliver from Harrison Elementary School, and Mrs. Pam Williams from Lake Matthews Elementary School. To my right, some of our amazing students are on stage with us. Our senior class president, Isaac Cooley, our ASB president, Lazarus Valenzuela, and our three valedictorians, Jessica Gehring, Julie Tobar Sosa, and Saitel Sandoval Gonzalez. There are many other outstanding graduates whom I will highlight and whose names are listed in your program. I just couldn't fit them all on stage with me. You'll notice that many of our graduates are wearing gold honor cords and gold tassels. These students have earned lifetime membership in the California Scholarship Federation and are graduating tonight with honors. These students have met rigid requirements by completing rigorous courses and earning high marks. Their diplomas will carry the seal of the state of California. Will Arlington High School's CFS seal bearers for the class of 2015 please stand and be recognized? Thank you. The National Honor Society is a prestigious international organization that promotes recognition for students whose outstanding achievements have distinguished them from their peers. Membership is determined by an Arlington High School faculty committee that selects students who have exceptional achievements in the areas of scholarship, character, leadership, and community service. We're honored to present our senior members with diploma merit seals and blue and gold honor cords. Will the senior members of Arlington's Leo Eruditus chapter of the National Honor Society please stand and be acknowledged at this time? Thank you. We also have a group of graduates who are sporting a second tri-colored tassel on their caps. Each of these students have met the criteria to be awarded the California Department of Education's State Seal of Biliteracy. This recognition honors high school seniors who have demonstrated high levels of academic proficiency in a language in addition to English. Will these students please stand and be recognized? Thank you. That is a remarkable accomplishment as well. Here with us today are many of the teachers, counselors, and support staff who have been tireless champions of our students' well-being and instrumental to their educational lives the last 4 years. Thanks all of the staff members of Arlington for your commitment to excellence and your significance in the lives of your students. Will the faculty and staff please stand and be recognized? Thank you. To the parents who share with us the difficult task of educating our young people, you have my deepest appreciation. You have honored the Arlington staff by placing the care of your son or daughter in our hands. Thank you for entrusting us. Please stand so that your sons and daughters and the rest of us may acknowledge you. Parents. Finally, thank you. Have a seat. Finally, I'd like to address the graduating class of 2015. I'm keenly aware of the privilege of speaking to you on the night of your graduation. It was difficult to choose just one message to share. However, as always, you showed me the way. I watched you and listened to you as you celebrated and reflected on your 4 years of high school at the many banquets and awards ceremonies over the last few weeks. Over and over, you mentioned the word confidence as one of the greatest outcomes of your time at Arlington. Confidence is a wonderful attribute, and it was satisfying to hear it repeated so many times, because underneath that word is the realization that all of us, you, your parents, and your teachers have done a good job. Together we have provided you with the experiences and relationships that have given you a stronger sense of who you are and a deeper awareness of your capabilities. You're not born with confidence, you earn it. Confidence is the product of two more profound characteristics. The first is courage. Courage is what enables you to try something new, to go to unfamiliar places, to challenge your mind, heart, body, and soul in new ways, to overcome the inevitable obstacles that you will face. Courage is not easy to locate at times. For me, as a risk-averse person, that's a euphemism for chicken, I missed many opportunities earlier in my life because I was afraid to take chances. I do not miss them anymore. The question that I ask myself to find my courage when I need it, and you're welcome to steal it, is this: what would I do if I were not afraid? I no longer allow fear to govern my life. By the way, I didn't learn this lesson alone. I had a great mentor who took the time to teach me thoroughly. When people like that appear in your life, take full advantage of their wisdom and guidance. Having a guide like that is one of life's most amazing gifts. The second necessary characteristic is effort. Excellence and significance are derived from a series of tiny decisions, moment by moment and day by day. Effort is the key to both. Choosing at each turn to be present, to be invested, to be of service, to give your best. As you enter the next phase of your lives, there will be times when your confidence disappears. When this happens, tap into your courage and give it your best effort. You already know it works, because look at you. You're here tonight having earned this milestone as a result of your courage and your effort. So commit to excellence, be of significance, and make our future as bright as you are. Before I turn the mic over to your senior class president, Isaac Cooley, I would like to ask the following students to stand and remain standing until I ask you to sit back down. Kelson Garcia, please stand. Nikolai Alexander, please stand. Jose Ojeda, please stand. Roberto Aviles, please remain standing, Jose. Roberto Aviles, please stand. Juan Vaca, please stand. And Anthony von Friedenberg, please stand. These young men have made a courageous and significant decision to enlist in the armed forces of the United States of America. Kelson and Nikolai will be joining the United States Army. Jose Ojeda will be part of the United States Air Force. And Roberto Juan, and Anthony are going to be U.S. Marines. Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, I'm privileged to welcome your senior class president, Isaac Cooley, who will also serve as the Master of Ceremonies for the remainder of the program this evening.
Isaac, yeah!
Thank you, thank you. Really? Thank you. Gosh, you guys, this is supposed to be like official. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm gonna move this out of my face. All right, I like to start off by talking to two different groups of people. First, the students. So parents and teachers, just give me a moment. Class of 2015. Yeah! We finally made it. I know this may sound cliche, but it feels like yesterday when we walked on the campus feeling nervous and scared. We grabbed our class schedules and ran over to our friend, asking them, "Do you know where K2 is?" Shoot, I still don't know where K2 is. Over the past 4 years, Arlington has taught me so many things, whether it has to do with academics or life skills. From ghetto bird watching to calculus, I learned that one of the best things you could do is to stay out of trouble, or as Mr. Garcia would say, refrain yourself from getting 5 days. High school has been an adventure, and I can't believe it's over. However, I can truly say that the journey was worth the destination. When my dad would take my family on road trips, he would constantly tell me and my brothers to take your headphones out or to put down your Game Boys. Me and my brothers were always thinking, "Hey, old man, we're just driving. It's not like we're at a family dinner or anything." I now realize that all he wanted was a simple conversation with his 3 boys and his wife. He knew that it was a journey that mattered and not just a destination. And as I stand here on the stage, I know that my dad would be proud of me, just as all your parents are proud of you. Now, parents, it's your turn. Parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, friends, and teachers, thank you. Thank you so much for constantly supporting us through everything we do. You were the ones who gave us strength and support that we needed in order to stay up till 3 in the morning to finish a project that was due the next day. And although you may not physically be there to support us as we go to college, we know that you'll always be there for us. Thank you. Now back to you, seniors. I personally hope that your journey through high school was worth the destination. And as your senior class president, I would like to thank you for giving me the opportunity and honor to serve you. I wish you the best of luck as you start the journey through college and life. And as you go, remember to put down your cell phone, take out your earbuds, and cherish the moments you have today before they are gone tomorrow. Thank you so much. God bless you guys. All right, at this time, I'm proud to announce your Associated Student Body President, LJ Valenzuela.
Sorry about that. Good evening, friends, family, loved ones, old people who just show up to these things, and finally, the class of 2015! Welcome. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lazarus Joe Valenzuela Jr. I'm more commonly known around school as LJ, the Stripe, Laz, Russ, the hilarious voice behind the joke of the day on the daily announcements. Maybe not that so much, but mainly LJ. Before I begin, I would like to thank my mom and dad for being there for me and supporting me in all of my endeavors, loving me unconditionally. Without you guys, I wouldn't be here today. I'd like to thank God for being my refuge during my late-night panic attacks induced by hours and hours of AP homework and projects, as my buddy Isaac just pointed out. Jesus, you the MVP. And finally, I would like to thank Ms. Schmeckel for allowing me to speak today. When I was informed at the beginning of the year that my position as student body president requires that I speak at commencement, I decided to prepare with the same intensity that us seniors study for finals. So late last night, I began writing my speech. Now, I don't have much time to impart my life-changing wisdom unto you all. So instead, I decided to impart somebody else's life-changing wisdom unto you. It comes in the form of a story, so bear with me. About 6 months ago, when I was writing my personal statement for my college applications, I took my rough draft to my AP English literature teacher. Some of you know him. His name is Mr. Donde. He has a ponytail, looks kind of like Jesus. Anyways, I took him my rough draft, and something that he said to me while he was revising it really impacted me in a way that has changed how I go about life. And I don't believe that that was his intention, but nonetheless, I want to share it with you all today. After he read my work, and after he tore through it with his red pen, as Mr. Donde so affectionately does, he told me that I have a gift when it comes to writing. Shortly thereafter, he told me that my gift is worthless if I don't use every word to its full potential. Now, you see, what he told me was blunt, but it was vital in my intellectual and personal development that was to come over the next few months. That interaction got me thinking about the capacity that words have for change. It made me question if the difference in a mere couple of words can elevate someone's writing to new heights. What effects do our words have when they're not in writing? How does our daily speech impact the people around us? What if every conversation we had was a meaningful one? Imagine how substantial our lives would be. And then I began to think, why does it have to stop there? If everything happens for a reason and every action causes a reaction, we should be paying just as much attention to our walk as we do to our talk. Just the other day, I was having a conversation with one of my mentors, an outstanding woman named Jennifer Peffer, and she was telling me about the dreams and aspirations that she has for her future. She then proceeded to tell me that everything she does now is leading up to those dreams. And she asked me, what good is all of the money in the world if you're not making a difference for a better? Now that, in amalgamation with the wisdom that Mr. Donde imparted to me, has led me to my final question, and it's a question for you, class of 2015. What change will our actions bring into the world? What will our legacy be? Will it be equal pay for women in the workplace? Will our legacy be equal rights for gay and transgender Americans? Will our legacy be writing legislature to protect the environment, or advancing cancer research, or engineering the next Eiffel Tower? Will our legacy be a presidential administration? 2044, keep it in mind. Or will our legacy be inspiring a 17-year-old Latino student to strive for his full potential and make every word count and live life with a purpose and write a speech for his high school graduation that just might impact his peers? What will our legacy be, and what will we do to reach those legacies? Now, that was the end of my speech, but as I just looked down to my closing remarks, I noticed my bracelet, and it's a bracelet that Miss Pepper got me for my graduation gift. And on my bracelet, there's a knot. And Miss Pepper told me that the knot is symbolic of the ties that I will have to Arlington and to her and to all of my family that I've made here. And I don't have much to say about that besides the fact that I felt that it needed to be said. We will always have our roots here. Once a lion, always a lion. Thank you, class of 2015.
All right. Please welcome the Vice President of the RUSC Board of Trustees, Mr. Tom Hunt, who will share a message from the board.
pose for this real quick. There we go. President Cody and Valenzuela, Principal Smeckel, Assistant Principal Carmen Day, RUSD principals up here, families, friends, Arlington Nation. On behalf of the Board of Education, I'm proud to be with you today and to accredit the graduation of the class of 2015 of Arlington High School. There is no other day, as your president's just told you, quite like the day you graduate from high school. It's been a few years for me, but I can remember it very well, as I'm sure people in the stands can. It is a singularly outstanding day in your life. And to the parents, the guardians, the mentors, the grandparents, the aunts and uncles that have worked so diligently to see you here this day, it is a gift. Let's applaud them for that, if we may. Thank you. I would like to recognize just for a moment 2 Arlington Lions who tonight will graduate. First of all, Kira Rishaw. Kira, you here? She's over there. Kira served as the board's and Arlington's representative to the board, keeping us updated on the activities and accomplishments that all of you Lions were doing at Arlington High School. She was an excellent representative for all of you. You should be very proud of her. Thank you, Kira. The second graduate I'd like to note tonight is retiring teacher and Arlington Athletic Director Bill Grisham. I first met Bill, well deserved. I first met Coach Grisham when my girls played water polo in the summer here at Arlington, and later when they were members of Poly High School's girls water polo teams. We played the Lions in many contests. As a parent, as an RUSD trustee, I cannot say that I've ever met a finer teacher of young people and a leader of his campus than they have in Bill Grisham. Bill, you're the epitome and the classic of what it means to be an Arlington Lion. Thank you. And while this is a celebration, I wouldn't be anything but forthright if I didn't include, as others will this evening, that 2015 is also the class of Aaron Shafaris and of Tyler Llewellyn. Right on. Aaron or Vinny passed away in your freshman year, and Tyler was taken from us in August of 2014 while he strived diligently to do his utmost to be a Lion and contribute to his team. As parents, teachers, adults, we would like to shield you for as long as we can from what is life's most shocking surprise, that it is finite. In my high school, I too lost a classmate, a good friend, a young man who, very much like Vinny and Tyler, was seemingly the best of what we had to give and so much to live for. In the 45 years since and to now, I can't really explain why my classmate left and from us so early, other than, as it is with Tyler and with Vinny, that it's God's will and that life is finite. It is precious, it is fragile, so live each day well and every moment. Slow down and please don't text and drive. Watch your step, treat life as a gift it is. Let me add something for all of us to emulate as well in regards to Tyler. That for a young man, he gave a lot of thought to his future. And not long before he was taken from us, he had determined that he wished to be an organ donor. Tyler's death resulted in his organs being utilized to save the lives of 5 people. That is a fine legacy. As you Lions know, his mom and dad and his entire family from the beginning have remained dedicated to Arlington High School and especially to you, his classmates. Tyler's parents, Tina and Billy York, his brother Marcus, and his grandparents, Jerry and Bob Bowles, are here tonight to applaud for each of you. They're right over there. Wave. Let's give them a cheer that Vinny and Tyler would hear. Okay, class of 15, you've been on this education treadmill for about 13 years now. This evening you filed in here as children of the RUSD education system. You will leave here tonight as high school graduates and as adults, all eager to start with the next chapter of your lives and for me to finish so you can get to the grad parties. We know. But first, let's brag a little bit about you to the folks here. The class of 2015, starting from their freshman year, ladies and gentlemen, today has a graduation rate of 92%. That is a full 3.5 points higher than the district average. Your A to G rates, the criteria needed to be accepted into the University of California system, is a strong 48.5%. That is nearly 7 points higher than last year's class. Thank you, Principal Schmeckel and staff, faculty. That score, by the way, that 48.5% is the second highest achieved in the entire district. It's a 1.5 points behind King, yet it is 4 points higher than the vulnerable old Riverside Poly High. Even with their IB program, it's 2.5 points higher than John W. North. And Ms. Carmen Day, we've got to work on this because it's 12.5 points higher than Ramona. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2015 entered the 7th grade 6 years ago at the same time that the state of California, in a recession like no other in memory, made drastic cuts to the funding for schools. Over 5 of the next 6 years, this year being the exception, your time in middle school and here at Arlington, the district cut $105 million, or about 25%, from the overall RUSD budget. Now, when 91% of your annual budget is people, teachers and staff, that is a lot of investment taken out of the system. Any widget factory which experienced those sort of draconian cuts could not be blamed for producing a less than stellar product. Well, not here at the Lion Factory with this class of 2015. With less, your teachers, change that, your dedicated teachers, the stellar Arlington staff, your parents, volunteers, and frankly, young people, your own determination as students to achieve has produced in truth an excellent product, an accomplished, academic-minded, well-rounded student graduates. A high school diploma in 2015 in America is considered the baseline. Basically, your high school diploma is merely the wristband that gets you into the party. What you do from here will take more determination and commitment on your part than anything you have thus far provided. Some advice. You graduates that are going to the military, thank you. Well, Uncle Sam and your drill sergeant are going to give you a lot of guidance. And they're going to teach you how to cooperate with others and where you need to be on time. They're even going to teach you how to dress. The rest of you, especially the ones that are still smart enough to wear a watch, do this, please. For the next 5 years, set that watch 10 minutes forward. Move in your college and your career life in the workplace as if you are running 10 minutes behind, so you will always be there on time. You that are going to college bound, super. The national statistics say that 30% of the freshmen that enter this fall will not be around in 4 years to graduate. Don't be a statistic. When you arrive at class 10 minutes early, sit in the middle, about 3 rows back at the most. While you're there, you might turn around and see who is sitting in the upper back left-hand side of the classroom. That's the 30% that's not going to make it. Stay away from them. Know your professors' names, know your boss's name, treat them with the respect that they are warranted, and the next level demands of you. Study, study, and then study some more. And LJ, get started on your exam a little bit before the evening before. Prioritize the fun of college, and believe me, it is fun, and what you are there to get, a diploma, a good education, and a well-rounded life. If you're going directly to the workplace, read the company manuals. Google the company's profile. Who are they, and how do they get to where they are now? How do they achieve? Know that and know how to clearly state why you should be a part of that firm. Be an asset, be indispensable, and you will be just that. Someone they need, someone they keep, as automation takes on more and more of our workplace here in America and right here in Southern California in particular. And determine, workplace folks, determine that you're going to take classes to advance yourself. You're going to be going to college classes, you're going to be going to extension classes. Be prepared to do that and do it with glee. You will aim for success, of course, in all you do, but there will be times of failure. Real success is the capacity to go from one failure to the other with no loss of enthusiasm. Accept failure and accept success with equal suitors. Don't dwell too long on each other. Failure is part of the life ahead, yet failure is never final. As Coach Wooden said, is never fatal. Keep at it, never give up, and never worry about giving it another try, as the only real failure would be inaction. My personal historical hero, Prime Minister Winston Churchill, perhaps the greatest man of the last century, experienced failure often in his remarkable life. Churchill summed up the need to not allow failure, even repeated losses, or as Miss Smeckel talked about, fear, to defeat one simply. He said, if you're going through hell, keep going. This evening, though, is not about failure, it's about accomplishment. You are an accomplished class of young Riverside citizens. I'm proud to be standing in a voting booth soon with you. Today is the embodiment of the truism that education is liberation. The more you attain, the more you gain. The more education, academic or in the workplace, the more choices you have, the more places your feet will take you, where you work, where you live, likely who you will marry, how well your children will start in life. All of this depends on how much you give to education, and it will give back to you. How much the world you get to explore, and frankly, as LJ talked about, how much change you can affect as a citizen of your community, your state, and your nation. Finally, and before Principal Smeckel strikes up the band, while I like this stadium and was part of the board that voted to put $16 million into renovating it, I will add this. And I received some flack last year when I made this commitment to the class of 2018 that their graduation would not be here at Ramona, but at Arlington at a 3,000-seat stadium. So I'll restate that commitment. I am the RUSD trustee for the Arlington area. I am committed to work with the Arlington High community, the Arlington alumni, and that includes you, 2015, and parents and neighbors, and the board of our district and our RUSD community in a new capital funds campaign in June of 2016. And wouldn't that stadium at Arlington be a fine place for you to hold your 10-year annual reunion picnic? Thank you. Thank you. May God bless each of you and all you put your hand to.
Representing the Unified School District is Miss Lynn Carmen Day, the Chief Academic Officer.
Good evening. On behalf of Riverside Unified School District, congratulations Arlington Class of 2015. We recognize your accomplishments today and encourage that you continue to strive to reach your life and educational goals and impact the world around you. I want to express my appreciation to the dedicated Arlington staff and administration, as well as the families of the graduates. It has been a great partnership leading to today. All right, a few quick points to our graduates. Tips to consider in your future. Work hard and play hard. Believe that you can accomplish anything. You can. Lose with grace, and more importantly, win with grace. Think big and dream big. Fail often because it leads to brilliance. Make good first impressions. Never forget from where you come, and never forget to say thank you. Many opportunities lie ahead of you. The greatest opportunity is to contribute by touching the lives of others. This can be done at any school, in the military, any career, any place, with any person, in every interaction, every day. Congratulations to the class of 2015.
Two soloists from our chamber singers, Giovanni Guardo and Kira Rishaw, directed by Dr. Callie Dower, will now sing For Good.
people coming to our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we help them in return. But I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I am.
We now have messages from our three valedictorians. The first speaker is Jessica Gearing.
Movies like Say Anything, She's All That, Reality Bites, and High School Musical 3 were just a few of many that gave me a prescribed recipe for what my graduation speech should be. The media has time and time again enforced the expectation that I'm here today to reminisce about our experiences together and give you all hope for the future. A combination of my poor memory and frequent bouts of anxiety make both very unlikely. In all honesty, I'm more confused about life now than I ever was as a freshman. 4 years ago, I had a plan to get good grades, get involved in extracurriculars, and get into college. From my naive freshman perspective, I have succeeded. But I have spent the past 4 years learning exactly why plans and such a simple definition of success are not as simple as I once thought. I wish I had understood the extent of passion and dedication necessary to actually make my short-sighted agenda worthwhile. At this point, I would like to share a quote from the basket case played by Ali Sheedy in The Breakfast Club, whose peculiar personality rendered her friendless, and whose reason for going to detention was sheer boredom. She says that when you grow up, your heart dies. In many ways, I've grown to agree with her. At 18 years of age, I am legally an adult, but I cannot help but feel disillusioned with the way that society uses our education system to alienate students with a perpetual feeling of inadequacy. Please do not misunderstand me. I'm honored to have had the opportunity to obtain an education and firmly believe that knowledge is power. I love Arlington, but I believe that the mindset of our society as a whole glorifies the wrong traits in its youth. So-called experts look to grades and SAT scores as primary indicators of intelligence, when they should look towards qualities that are not so easily quantifiable. Qualities including passion, empathy, honesty, dedication, and perseverance in the wake of all adversity. Characteristics that give insight into the depth of someone's personality rather than how well they can master a test or play the GPA game, as Mr. Godwin likes to call it. Class of 2015, I want to leave you with the message that no matter what anyone says, you are not defined by the success of which today's educational system deems you capable. Thank you. As college admissions officers always say, you are more than just a number. The last quote that I would like to share with all of you is actually a combined pair of quotes from the 90s film Pump Up the Volume, starring a gorgeous Christian Slater as a loner in a new town who expresses his true feelings about high school under a false radio persona. His character, Mark Hunter, states, "Consider the life of a teenager. You have parents, teachers telling you what to do. You have movies, magazines, and TV telling you what to do, but you know what you have to do. Your job, your purpose is to get accepted, get a cute girlfriend, think up something great to do with the rest of your life. What if you're confused and can't imagine a career? What if you're funny looking and can't get a girlfriend?" You see, no one wants to hear it. I mean, high school is the bottom. Being a teenager sucks, but that's the point. Surviving it is the whole point. Pump Up the Volume is a perfect example of how these feelings of uncertainty and insufficiency have become common in the modern age. We're all lost, we're all in pain, but that doesn't mean we have to let this confining system limit us. We owe it to ourselves and to future generations to change it for the better. It doesn't matter if you're going to community college, into the military, to a public or private university, or directly into the workforce. Each and every one of you have already done so much to change the world for the better. From the hashtag AHS Cares, to Teacher Appreciation Week, to Kindness Week, all with the purpose of unifying us under one concept. We are Lion Pride. When we lost two of our own class of 2015 Lions, Tyler and Vinny, I realized how Arlington will always be a family. Arlington is a special place because we all care about each other and support each other, especially in times of grief. As part of our Arlington family, every single one of you is irreplaceable. Don't let the tendency of society to try to quantify your worth cause you to feel as if you don't have something valuable to contribute to the world. No one has the right to determine how successful you are, or even what the word successful means, other than you. After all, you know yourself better than anyone else. Thank you all for making the past 4 years remarkable. It only gives me hope for what the future holds. Congratulations, class of 2015, and good evening.
Thank you, Jessica. Next is Julie Tobar Sosa.
Friends, family, countrymen, lend me your ears. I am no great orator as my fellow classmates, but I shall give this speech my best try. We all know why we are gathered here today, so I'll skip addressing that part. I know no one really cares for what I have to say, so I'll try to keep this short. Allow for my realistic personality to shine through, and please endure my poor writing skills. I don't want this speech to be the forgettable cliche speech everyone has already heard, with the false motivational and celebratory phrases of, our journey has just begun, and we will all move on to do great things, and whatnot. I will be bluntly honest with you all, as I am on a regular basis. I could say that I wish for everyone graduating today to be successful, but that would be unfeasible. Truth be told, some of you will move on to earn in the 6 digits, and some of you will move on to compose the lower middle class or survive off of the welfare provided by the Americans that work to get decent jobs. Now that we are on the topic of jobs, allow me to express my views on that. Many of us will probably hate our jobs in a couple of years, and sadly, this is probably normal. Many of us will probably end up changing our game plans for our future many times. Plenty dream of becoming a doctor or a lawyer as kids, and then end up working as a policeman or a garbage man. This is probably due to the fact that we cannot simply cope with what we want to be because we lack the skills, or because we go after jobs that would pay well without having any particular interest in them. For those of you that are sitting all smug with your acceptance into university, please realize that that doesn't mean that you are set for life. Plenty will drop out due to the fact that college will be overwhelming. For some of us, even if we put in the effort into it, because plenty will not take it seriously and decide to slack off. And when some of you do move on to earn that college degree, please realize that a degree does not guarantee you a job. Jobs are out there. They just might not require what your degree says you are qualified to do. Moving on to another topic, let me actually talk about my high school experience. I won't miss Arlington High School at all. I miss the people that made up my high school life. We have all made strong friendships throughout our 4 years here, and we have all had that teacher that we actually like listening to. High school was a time in our lives where we trudged along and figured out what we wanted to be in life, and it was where we learned to manage time, grades, social life, and sleep, and it taught us skills that we would need for our futures. Wow, starting to sound like every other motivational speech. So let me move on by giving my advice to the graduating class of 2015. My advice to all of you would probably be to at least give life your best effort. Life is often characterized for being the villain and for being unfair. But we should try to find the best side of life by striving to make ourselves a little better and by cherishing what we have and what we can bring to ourselves and loved ones. I won't lie to you and tell you that you can do anything if you set your mind to it, because in reality, our skills can only go so far. And we can't really do everything. The only thing we can do is use our assets to their full potential for the good of ourselves. Also, I would advise you to not let failure overcome us and let it become imminent. For those of you that barely graduated and goofed off most of your high school lives, I ask you to grow as a person and not let this trend become constant. For those of you that did what we could to salvage grades, I ask you to keep the work up and not let laziness and procrastination poison your lives. I know high school is basically over, but I would like to congratulate those of you who actually tried in school, and I would like to take the time to encourage those who scraped up points enough to get the C- to work harder. Also, I would like to take the time to not wish you luck, because I don't believe in luck, but instead I shall wish you the ability to work hard. I'll be honest with you and admit that I don't really know why we celebrate and glorify graduation. It should be something that is a given. I truly believe that anyone can graduate if they just put in the effort. I wish all of you a great day and the ability to use common sense. And lastly, I'd like to thank the important people in my life, my family, Mrs. Barajas, AK, Kevin, and Daniel. Thanks for being here for me, and thank you everyone for your time. Let's hear it for the class of 2015.
Thank you, Julie, for that very eye-opening and very blunt speech. In the long-standing Arlington tradition, the chamber singers will now sing an Irish blessing. Psych! Just kidding. Just give me a moment. What? All right, thank you. Anyways, next up is Saitel Sandoval Gonzalez. Don't worry, this is the shortest. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, friends, family, faculty, staff, and most of all, the graduating class of 2015. It is an honor to have the opportunity to speak to you all on such a special night. As one of tonight's speakers, it is my job to inspire, motivate, and even advise my fellow classmates with a 3-minute speech. Personally, I don't find myself very inspiring, and my young age and little life experiences limit the validity of my advice. There will be many others tonight and in the future who are far more capable of advising and inspiring you all. Because of this, I want to instead share with you what I wish for the class of 2015 and myself. I won't wish you wealth, fame, or even academic success. Not all of these make everybody happy, so therefore wishing them for you all would be rather useless. Instead, I wish that you are able to look back at your high school experience with a positive manner. Despite this, I hope that your 4 years of high school are not the best of your life. You all hopefully have a long life ahead of you and many more years to enjoy. Life will be much more exciting if we have plenty of experiences to look forward to after high school. I also wish that we all reach a point in our lives where we learn to value every moment. I wish that we all one day realize that every year is the best year of our lives. Yes, there will be times where life will be more than hard. There will also be times where, despite all our efforts, we cannot rise from our fall with greater strength. That is simply how life works. Nevertheless, we must learn to gather lessons from our negative experiences and carry on. As Robert H. Schuller said, problems are not stop signs, they are guidelines. We must look forward to all the possibilities of joy and happiness that lie in our futures. Ultimately, we will determine the quality of our lives through our own perspective. If we learn to appreciate every joyous moment and view every low point as a hidden life lesson, we are sure to be happy. And that is what I wish most of all for my classmates and for myself. A happy and personally fulfilling life. Thank you for listening, and congratulations to the Arlington class of 2015. All right, now, in the long-standing Arlington tradition, the chamber singers will now sing an Irish blessing.
will take a moment for our student speakers and chamber singers to return to their class, and then we will begin the procession of our graduates across the stage. If the counselors will please come up.
On behalf of the Arlington High School counselors, we congratulate you on your accomplishments and wish you the best in your future endeavors. At this time, I would like to ask the first row of graduates to please rise and approach the stage for the introduction of graduates.
Jesus Isaac Macias.
Angelica Aceves.
Michaela Dominique Maddox.
Gerardo Galvan Acosta.
Lariah Kelly Maddox.
Luis Acosta.
Omar Josue Magallanes.
Vanessa Adame.
Gabriel Anthony Magana.
Chantal Aguilar.
Diana Maldonado.
Miriam Aguilar Hernandez.
Daniel Marquez.
Austin Taylor Aguilera.
Richard Anthony Marquez.
Daniel Eliasar Aguilera.
Vanessa Marquez.
Martin Aguilera.
Manfredo Marquin Oriana.
Gabrielle Aguirre.
Sarissa Martinez.
Jonathan Alanis.
Joshua Joseph Martinez.
Andy Alcantar.
Logan Manuel Emilio Mendoza.
Veronica Ariano.
Raymond Victor Mendoza.
Joel O'Neill.
Sergio Mendoza.
Joseph Lee Armstrong.
Mariano Daniel Meneses.
Charlie Abarty.
Roberto Mercado.
Brandon Mickey Aspar.
Fernando Mesa.
Trevor Athey.
John Thomas Meza.
Angela Lynn Camille A.
Matthew Neal Miller.
Anna Jacqueline Avalar.
Elizabeth Miranda.
Joe Evito Avila.
Luis Miranda.
Renee Raven Villa.
Jordan Mitchell.
Roberto Rafael Avillas.
Kenya Lisbeth Molina.
Brian Ayala.
Tomas Montagnini.
Eduardo Ayala.
Shondane Ethan Moore.
Bailey and Marie Bonales Walsh.
Alberto Munguia.
Antonio Jose Barajas.
Henry Jake Munksgaard.
Danielle Monique Barajas.
Dylan Joey Munoz.
Christopher Jose Barragan.
Miranda Leanne Nashetka.
Brian Osman Barrera.
Luis Miguel Navarrete.
Yesenia Yamilet Barrera Sanchez.
Janet Navarro.
Anna Bauer.
Miranda Navarro.
Fabiola Bautista.
Walter Navarro.
Marcela Bautista.
Willie Ochoa Nerio.
Alexis Crescenciano Beltran.
Angelique Jesse Nieto.
Nancy Casillas Benitez.
Maria Fernanda Ochoa.
Cassandra Betancourt.
Josue Ojeda.
Cody Bishop.
Omar Michael Ojeda.
Zorlan Cudia Banda.
Eric Olea.
James Jerome Bonner.
Edgar Olguin.
John Boutros.
Megan Elizabeth Pendleton.
Hannah Louise Charlotta.
Irene Vanessa Perales.
Richie Troy.
Selena Marie Purchase.
Daisy Marie Cisneros.
Arlene Nicole Perez.
Dana Lynn Cisneros.
Brian Giovanni Perez.
Rosalinda Kirby de la Cruz.
Elisa Jordan Perez.
Tyler Wellington Cochran.
Yvonne Flores Perez.
Julissa Culate.
Joanna Gabriela Perez.
Jean-Luc Kola.
Maria Isabel Perez.
Lacey Brooke Connick.
Alicia Rose Pinedo.
Michaela Brooke Connick.
Amanda Mitchell Pittman.
Melissa Eileen Contreras.
Madeline Ann Poe.
Isaac Todd Cooley.
Jared Chadwick Pope.
Brian Renee Cordova.
Salamapa Pulini.
Mariah Bertha Corona.
Eliza Quesada.
Valerie Soledad Correa.
Joanna Teresa Quijada.
Estrella Jasmine
Eduardo Reyes.
Daniel Joseph Durazio.
Jacqueline Reyes.
Dupree Deshawnray Doyle.
Manuel Reyes.
Emily Destiny Duda. Veronica Reyes. Tiffany Dawn Dunlap. Christian Reynoso. Devin Michael Duran. Francisco Javier Reynoso. Boone Addison Elkin. Alexis Julia Rivas. Michael James Elliott. Yolanda Jasmine Rivas. Kayshawn Carrington Ellis. Andrew Michael Rivera. Carissa Celeste Esparza. Jasmine Marie Rocha. Andrea Isabel Estrada. Ernesto Mario Rodriguez. Ruth Noemi Estrada. Susan Rodriguez. Serena Danielle Everhart. Marika Lee Roebuck. Adriana Ferreira. Angelina Monique Romero. Rebecca Kayla Farmer. Jose Luis Romero. Zeus Raul Figueroa. Matthew Riley Rosas Gonzalez. Joseph Giovanni Flores. David Ruiz. Victor Manuel Flores. Kevin Ruiz. Walter Javier Flores. Noel Ray Woods. Justin James Fortney. Stephanie Louise. Cody Fowler. Ariana Arlene Runyon. William Alexander Fuentes. Juan Salgado. Gloria Stephanie Fuentes Gonzalez. Brianna Unique Sanchez. Leah Nicole Gage. Monica Sanchez. Jennifer Guyana. Samantha Scott. Brenda Melissa Garcia. Michael Shanley. Caesar Garcia. Destiny Marie Shaw. Christian Edwin Garcia. Emmett Shelton. Isaac Garcia. Stephanie Silva. Jonathan Michael Garcia. Yvette Silva. Carson Enrique Garcia. Miranda Dean Simpson. Kevin George Garcia. Tyler Anthony Sims. Rebecca Garcia. Hannah Lee Skang. Sabrina Delan Garcia. Javier Police. Nayeli Donahi Gaslam. Yaslin Emily Sosa. Anastasia Marie Barris. Chad Mitchell Stillman. Emmanuel P. Hill. Dane Edward Stover. Peter R. Vargas. Justin Strickland. Eric Godinez. Daniel Jean Suarez. Jessica Elizabeth Goring. Andrew Alonzo Servo. Alex Octavio Gomez. Vincent Salvador Sabia Chabrera. Jennifer Gomez. Jared Surratt. Jessica Gomez. Samantha Elizabeth Tate. Alfonso Gonzalez. Dion Taylor. Alexander Gonzalez. Gloria Selena Tenorio. Angel Gonzalez. Mabel Terrazas. Bianca Iris Gonzalez. Trevor Stephen Thompson. Karina Gonzalez. Emily Ann Bobar. Nathaniel Stefano Gonzalez. Julie Elizabeth Tobar. Robert Gonzalez. Israel Torres. Saul Alfredo Gonzalez. Sakina Nash Taylor. Yaretza Gonzalez. Kristen Nicole Amana. Destiny Gregg. Saul Alonzo Rubina. Andrew Joseph Gray. Juan Vaca, Joseph Gutierrez, Celeste Vivas, Melissa Gutierrez, Mark Anthony Barbavinos, Ricky Gutierrez, Lazarus Joe Valenzuela Jr., Alex Christopher Harmon, Ruben Vallejo Sotero, Brooke Mackenzie Harrell, David Michael Villas, Casey Joy Heffenstein, Eden Gabrielle Bindenberg, Harrison Andrew Henn, Anthony John Van Kundenberg, Jacob Anthony Emercio, Georgiana Rebecca Vega, Andrew Jose Hernandez, Angelica Lynn Vasquez, Elizabeth Hernandez, Melissa Irene Vasquez, Gamaliel Hernandez, Dominic Brian Vasquez, Jessica Alejandro Hernandez, Roberto Vasquez, Diego Alfredo Hernandez Gamino, Stephanie Ariane Vasquez, Gilbert Octavio Hernandez Cifuentes, Destiny Brianna Vega, Alfred Hernandez Fernandez, Alexis Renee Velasquez, Alejandro Herrera, Kelly Yamas Velasquez, Sharon Douglas Henner, Janet Venegas, Zoe Renee Nicole Harmon, Luke Joseph Vickers, Henry Claude Hopkins, Shania Liv Vieira, Nicholas Cody Hofstrup, Julio Cesar Valera, Jacob Andrew Harrington, Moses Anthony Boutte, Joshua Jerome Hubbard, Bernard Washington, Daniela Richard Angus, Ashley Rose Webb, Diana Elizabeth Uribe, Bria Nicole Williams, Rosa Hanania Baranos, Lauren Ashley Wilson, Jessica Jader, Yvonne Nicole Wilson, Jacob Johnson, China Rachel Woods Anderson, Darian Malik Johnson, Joshua Mitchell Woodside, Trevor Wayne Johnson, Marina Alisa Wilbert. Brian Kyle Johnson. Colt Branson Worley. Jorge Alberto Reyes. Madeline Ceballos. Casey Carolina Freitas. Jesus Ramon Llanes. Giovanni Hilario Jurado Reyes. Alyssa Reyes Younger. Rachel Beatrice Khan. Oscar Anthony Zamora. Kiana Rose Perpico. Anakan Zamorano. Caitlin Edith Pettenbrink. Felicity Marie Sanchez Zavala. Jasmine Kaiser. Daniel Aaron Zapata. Edward Richard Cole. Jacqueline Annette Zibiate. Claudia Nicole Krasinski. Maria Jessie Lapra. Peter Larios. Raul Larios. Steve Lestano. Lewis Lee. Sergio Ledesma Villegas. Jackie Lemus. Jesus Gabriel Lemus. Leslie Leticia Labra. Brownie Rose Lemus. Machan Lee. Ryan Lana Sandoval.
have a hooray! Before I do the official presentation of the class, I would like to just say that although they are not here with us physically, Tyler Llewellyn and Aaron Shafaris, graduated with you tonight. We will carry them with us on our journey, and we wanted to acknowledge them and remember them tonight. At this time, I would invite everyone to stand and join with the seniors as they sing our school's alma mater for one last time as Arlington students. Under the direction of Dr. Kelly Dare, the words are printed in our program. I guess I don't have to ask the seniors to stand. Separate